Hello. My name is Richie. Sorry, I'm new to this, but um, I was just walking around and I kind of thought about making a video to kind of talk about my past experiences. Not really, just kind of somewhat mention them and try to help you or try to share what helped me get through these situations. One thing I'll say is so many of us go our whole lives searching for those things that shine, things that make us feel good, things that look like gold. And often we get tricked into believing it is what we're searching for whenever we find these little distractions. Like like when you're going out for looking out for a four-leaf clover. Say you see one, it looks like a four-leaf clover, but in reality, it's a clover next to another one, and they're just positioned just right where the other one of its leaves is filling in the gap. But to us, it looks like a four-leaf clover, so we get excited and we start to pursue this clover. But then eventually we realize it's not what we thought it was. This is the same thing with like hobbies, goals, and even relationships. Sometimes we think we found it. We think we found the right job, the right person, the right thing that calls to us, and then we find something else. Or that thing proves to us that it's not what we were looking for. I was once in I thought was a pretty serious relationship. She apparently didn't take it too seriously. We're not together anymore. But I really thought I was gonna marry that person. I thought I was gonna have kids with her and everything, man. Like it was such a heartbreak whenever we broke up, and I was stuck. I was lost. I was in the mud, rock bottom. But then I realized I saw the light from the coals of a fire that's going out, and I decided to blow on those coals and add some broken up sticks and some leaves on top of it, and that coal became a forest fire, which burns within me. Though I still feel pain, I still struggle. I still think about that person I once loved, that I still, to some degree, love. But I push forward. I keep going because that's what God tells me to do. That's what I tell me to do. I made the realization that if life isn't gonna be gold, which I know life isn't cookies and cream. I know we go through pain. We're meant to. That's life. We learn from these experiences if we decide to. Not everyone does. And my lesson was becoming the light that I was searching for. I know I am loved because I love myself. If I want to be loved, I have to love myself. It is the law of reality. Though I mean that would sound ridiculous. Like, well, what do you mean? I know people who I love who hate themselves, but that's not what I'm trying to say. When you love yourself, you become more attractive to other people. your energy is more something people feel called to approach. When you're in a dull state, whenever you hate yourself, you don't have love for yourself. It's like a negative emotion, a negative feeling. It's like a bad song, a song you don't like, a song you like switch the radio to this beautiful song. Because like, why would you listen to this shitty, horrible song when you got this beautiful masterpiece of an opera over here? You know, people have the right to choose, and though there are some things that you can't change, you have the ability to change other things to make yourself more loved, like loving yourself, like choosing to be good, choosing to do things which that align with you. In my experience, in my own personal experience, I've learned that when I do good, when I do things that I feel called to do, that I feel is what's right for me to do, the right thing, when I'm going with the Word of God, is what I'm saying. When I go by the Word of God, I receive God. When I follow His voice, I find Him. Though I sin, I know I'm a sinner. I know I made bad decisions, and I know I still do, and I will always, because I'm a human. I'm an earthling. We physical beings on this earth, we can't do everything. We can't be perfect. Nobody is perfect. Even the most beautiful people who seem to have their life together, they're struggling underneath all that. Underneath all that makeup, that money, these nice clothings that they're wearing. That person is going through something, even if they themselves don't realize it. I see this every day. So many people are unaware of the struggles that they're going through. And sometimes when I talk with them, I feel I feel bad, but I also feel happy because I reveal these struggles that they go through. Like sometimes, not all the time, or some people just won't admit it. But I've noticed I'm pretty good at revealing things about people, like like I don't know, like showing a trait about, like, say I was talking with you and I like help you dig up an old thought that, or an old idea, or an idea you never would have had, an aspect about yourself, or a problem you're going through. And I do this because I like to try to heal people in any way I can. Because sorry, I was looking at the time. But I do feel like my goal in life is to interact with people and to help. That is why I'm making this video. Though I know it's unprofessional. I've never done this before, so there's no script to this. I'm playing it by ear. I hope this video and my words and this message reaches its target audience. Those who need inspiration. Those who need that extra motivation. Keep going. When you find yourself into the thick of it, you take that hatchet and you slash. You slash at every branch until you make it out of the woods. There's a bear chasing you. Not a bear. Some animal. A coyote. A wolf chasing you. You climb that tree. And you keep climbing until that wolf can't get you. Or even in sense, say there's a tree you want to climb, but you're afraid. Climb anyway. Climb it. See where it takes you. See where it leads you. See what happens. Go with the flow, is what I'm saying. Geese. Honk, honk. But, yeah, like a snake sheds its skin, we move on. And we must. Because that's life. You can't hold on to things forever. Like, you can't, like, are you gonna seriously carry the same rock for 30 years? No, you're not. Why? Because eventually your arm's gonna get tired. It's like, why the fuck am I holding this rock? And you'll come to that realization eventually. You'll realize what's worth worrying about and what's worth focusing on. God will tell you. And I don't want to make this very religious because I want to make something clear. I'm not Christian, but I do believe in a divine. I believe there's something to this life. I believe my soul is part of it. Like, I believe life has influence. It has a will to it of negativity and positivity, or in other words, light and dark. But it goes hand in hand. You can't have one without the other. So I'm not saying I'm trying to destroy these things, these evil things, evil thoughts, bad thoughts, negativity, because without balance, it's chaos. You can't have all good, because then we'd be trying to solve problems that we don't need to solve. We'd be creating issues, because it's in our nature. I hope this message was received in the way it was intended to, and forgive the many stops and stutters I may have done in between the start and end of this video. One more thing before I go. There's a quote that I thought of. It goes something along the lines of, my purpose is to live, my destiny is to die. What I am are the actions that I do in between. And what that means is, don't worry whether your life's going to be a tragedy or not. Don't worry how your life's going to play out. Live your life. Because there's two things that is, in fact, I'd say there's only one thing that's truly promised, that is true, and that is death. I was going to say life, but life isn't promised to everyone. Not everyone lives. Not everyone gets to be here with us. So be grateful for where you are. And know that you can change your position. You can change your location. You can change your song. Much love from the Midwestern United States. Peace out.